Hello everyone, this is Pam with Tattered Paper and Lace. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new journal to show you. I had made a journal similar to this with the no-sew signatures junk mail envelopes. I have done a tutorial in part of the process of making this one, and now I want to give you the flip through. This was a special order for a customer, so it is already sold. Again, I have a dangle here that has all kind of goodies on it on a clip so that it can be taken off. So we'll lay that up here. It is a 1.5 inch spine, 4.5 inches, 4.25 this way and 9.5 this way. We have a pocket on the front with 2 tags in there, and this one has 2 additional tags on the top of it. And those go in there. I have tabs and little bits and things hanging out, and there's a little twine hanging out the top and a little bit of lacy, a little bit of embroidered fabric there. Here is the back, and let's go inside. I'm going to back you back up so we can go inside and see what we have. You open it up. So this is like a travel journal size. You open it up, and we've got, this book belongs to a label here. I've got, this envelope is shut completely with a tab and stitching down the side. Almost every envelope that I could do stitching, I did stitching on. I have a gem clip in here to hold this little journaling card in with this little tuck spot right here, and then also tucked in here as we have junk journal ideas of how you might use a journal. Got that tucked in there and secured with the gem clip, just like this, like that. Over here we just have a little embellishment, lots of writing space here on these 2 envelopes. This one, we open it up, and I have a Tim Holtz card in here, but this is a vintage Santa from a garland. Very, very vintage, very, very vintage. So that's cool. It's 2-sided, and I just have him against this black and white so he can show through the window of this envelope. That's better. Okay, lighting is a little better now. Then we have a little holly tuck spot here with this journaling card in it that is a metallic. Little journaling card here of a deer. We have, as in the other one, I've cut this from an invitation card, and then I wrapped the embroidery floss around it to give it a little more festive look. Have a little tuck spot here. This envelope has been opened up completely, and then in all of these envelopes are security envelopes, so they all have a pattern on the inside. So this one I opened up completely, so you had 2 pages. We have a little vintage photo here, a little envelope that says Deck the Halls, in this little tuck spot that I made with the flap. This is Tim Holtz tissue decoupaged onto that. And then we have this little fabric tree showing through the window. I've again taken all the windows and kind of roughed them up so that they look a little more ragged, with a little bit of collaging here. This is cut from these lights, or cut from wrapping paper. I have a little tag in here. I think this one says December on it. Yep. And in here I have, through the window is a shaker card here. This is a little bird made with a strip of paper. Idea came from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventure, and she used an inch strip. I used a 1/2 inch strip because I wanted it to be smaller, but I thought that is so cute. Origami bird that she has done a little tutorial on in her channel. So I love that. Then in here I have a vintage postcard. It does not have the date, but the others I bought at the same time were the early 1900s, and most all of them I have are 1908, 1909, 10, maybe as early as or as late as 1920. So that is tucked right in here, and then I have another little postcard little piece in here for journaling. And those are tucked right in there, and this will show then through the window. Over here I have a little tuck spot with a 4-fold parchment vintage greeting card. I love these. I have several boxes of these I bought at an antique store several years ago. Inside this window is wrapping paper with the snowman on it, and this opens up. There we go. And over here we have the wish list, and this says Christmas wish list. And over here we have the blessings, and I have 10 for you to write 10 blessings. I've left some of the sewing strings on that can be clipped off should the owner decide to do so. And then I have a little lacy dangle here with a tuck spot, and in here we have a vintage photo. This is not a true photo. I mean, it's a copy of a photo. This is a scrapbooking paper that had these vintage photos, and then a little journaling card tucked right in there. Then over here I have a flip out on this envelope with a little bag. This bag does not have anything in it, left open for the owner to put something in, but we do have some writing paper in this envelope. And we have a secret journaling spot underneath this tab here. We fold it over. I've got another little tuck spot here with another vintage photo that's a copy from scrapbooking paper. Here are the envelopes for the 2 vintage parchment cards, greeting cards that I showed you. Just showed you one of them. The other one is right here, and this one is also a 4-fold from the same set that I had bought, and that's tucked in here so you can see the poinsettias through that window. And then I have a little cluster down here, plenty of writing space here. We have a pocket here with a journaling card, 2-sided fold over journaling card here. And then in here I have, I did the same thing on the previous journal. She wanted it to be like the previous journal as much as possible. So I have the little city building here tucked in this envelope in this pocket so that it shows through. And I have the larger one over on this side that goes into this larger envelope, like this. And then I have a pocket here with an envelope that I made the envelope. I did not close it up. Got a little journaling card there, but that she can choose to close it or not, or use it as in some other way. Then we have a nice sketched drawing of Santa with a corner pocket here that has 2 journaling spots right here. And then on this side, so this envelope is closed, and I have 2 nutcrackers from a vintage wrapping paper that I cut out. It's just a whole line of these nutcrackers. Did some lines here and then decked the halls up there. This is a pocket. This card is made with napkin decoupage on a time card with just some bits of ephemera here. And this envelope I tore part of it down and left it attached, but tore part of it down so that I can make this little pocket. And I covered the torn part with this bit of, this is from a gift bag, which I think, because this is kind of waxy feeling, so I think it was from a food gift bag. It was brand new, old new stock kind of situation. Then over here I have a pocket with a Tim Holtz vintage picture in there. Made a tab on the top of that. And then also in here is a bit of quilling. I did not make this. I do not quill. But I had bought a little box of cards, and I guess they're like gift card inserts or whatever. But this one looked like poinsettia, so I thought I would include it in here. Then we have the envelope with the Christmas list in it for making your Christmas list. And I have that just tucked right in there. And then I did the same thing here again with the dangles on the embroidered piece here. I just love how that looks. So, and then down here we have peeking through from the other envelope. We have a little decoration there. So inside, behind this, wait, oh yeah, there's that. Okay, then we open it up. We've got writing space here, a doily with tissue, Tim Holtz tissue decoupage. This was already printed. Then I have writing space here. This is from vintage wrapping paper with some washi tape. And then behind there is, this is from a little bit of an image from a gift bag that's not necessarily old. And then I have some S&H green stamps. And I want to tell you a little story about the S&H green stamps. I love them. Brings back childhood memories of filling up the books, licking the stamps to fill up the books on a Saturday afternoon. These were trading stamps that you could get from the grocery store, and you got so many depending on how much money you spent. We had 5 kids in the family, so we had a lot of these green stamps, and my mother used the green stamps, all these books of green stamps, to buy our Christmas gifts one year. And I think that may have been the year that I discovered them, the gifts, and realized that it wasn't a Santa Claus. So that just has a lot of meaning to me there. Then in this envelope, we have a Christmas verse that is kind of a parchment paper. I don't remember where I got this, but it is a remake of a flyer or something from back in the day. And that's tucked in there, leaving the flap open for a little decoration. We have a pocket here, little faux stamp up here, and in this pocket I have a little journal for there to be more writing put inside. And the first sheet of it is Tim Holtz tissue. That tucks right in here. You can also write behind here, so there's lots of writing space. Then over here, this is a piece of wallpaper. I used to be in the wallpaper business. I sold wallpaper wholesale to paint stores, furniture stores, whoever decided to carry wallpaper. This is a wall covering that we had. I loved it. It was perfect. It says elves. And then I put this little, and I attached to make it a little tuck spot, this Mary, so it says Merry Elves. And then I have a little raggedy little notepad to go in there. And then this is the Tim Holtz. What do you call the word cards? I don't remember. But anyway, it says Jingle on one side and Mary on the other. So that's tucked right in there. And then through the window, you see this wonderful little Santa. I love this Santa, and I love how he is. You'll see it again in just a minute, how it looks like he is stepping out of his little window spot. This was an envelope that I made into a tuck spot or a pocket with a journaling spot in there. Now, you see the elves through this part of the window. So you see Santa through this frame of the window, and then you see the elves through this side of the window. This is the Santa that you see, and I just love how that turned out, how it looks like he is stepping through this window to come out and visit. I love it. Then we have a tuck spot here with, I don't have anything in there, but I do have 2 little tuck spots here. And these have vintage playing cards in them. This one is, well, this side has vintage playing cards. This side has some more Tim Holtz little pieces in there. Little pocket cards. Stitching down the side. And I have a pocket right here that has another little journaling spot in it. And then we turn this over and we have, oh, I have it. Oh, let me show you how to do that. Well, I'm here because I didn't fold this back. And if I can't get my fingers under it, I use this little spatula. Because I meant to, this one didn't get done. That one didn't get done. So I'm going to do it right now, but I like to make these raggedy looking. So if I can't get my fingers under it, then I just go under it with this because it's not glued right up to the edge. So it's not hard to do, but it kind of gives that raggedy, junky sort of look, which I like. And I did that on the other one, so I did that on these as well. But these 2 didn't get done. So we're going to do them. You can see that process because I did not do a video on decorating this journal because it just takes me too long, and I just don't. I just don't video those things. I video the important things that you might need to know. So I did do a video on how you make this journal, how you put the cover on, how you make the pages, how you fasten together the envelopes and so forth. And now we have these all. And that's how I fold back the envelope. And this has a pocket on this end with another little scrappy pad that's sewn at the top. And that just goes in this little pocket right here. It leaves that, sticks out for a little tab. Then we have vintage bells. And this is Hobby Lobby trim that I have done this before. I didn't do that in the other journal, but I did it in a journal last year, first time. So this is the Hobby Lobby leaf trim, and then I used stickles to make the berries so that it has a little festive look about it. And I do like how that turned out. And I have a little cluster right down here, and then we open this up, and I have, this is from wrapping paper. This is actually from wrapping paper that I had made at Shutterfly. They offered it inexpensively that you could customize your wrapping paper. And then I have a Craftmaster card that is from sample of fabric. It's from a fabric sample. So I liked the fact it was Craftmaster because that's what Santa is. He's a Craftmaster. So that shows the North Pole shows through this window. Let's get those opened up. That opened up a little bit more. Okay. Then we have a little pocket here. Another, this is Tim Holtz scrapbook paper that I just made into a journaling card. And then this is another vintage playing card. This is the same one that I used in the journal, the other journal I made like this. And I used sandpaper to rough it up. It was a shiny card, as you can kind of tell. And it looked too new, so I used sandpaper to rough it up. And I like how that turned out. And then I have another little card, word card. What do you call those? Flashcards? Word flashcards? Whatever. Anyway, so that's in there. And then we have over here, let's close this back up. Over here, I have a Santa peeking through that is from a computer stationery sheet. I have washi here, cover up the wording I had here, but I wanted to leave this wording. It says, proudly serving Georgians like you. And I live in Georgia, so this is going to another state. So I wanted to leave this little bit of where this came from in here exposed. Stitching tab. Then I've made a side tuck here. Love how this turned out. And in here I have a raffle ticket, and I have a altered guest check for journaling on. You can also journal on the raffle ticket. It has nothing on the other side. I like how that looks. Then we have another window here, and this is a half envelope, and I have a gem clip that holds this on. On this side we have this envelope, and I have this little Santa that can also be another journaling spot, and that is held on with the gem clip. So we take that off, we can take this out, and this is what shows through the window. And then I have some more cards in here. And in here, I have the cards that is 1 through 24, should the recipient wish to make this to be a daily, December daily from now until Christmas. So that goes in there like that. And then this one side slips into the pocket to make your view through the window be that. And then on this side, with the gem clip, I clip it in so it won't come out until you're ready for it to, and it holds this little journaling card. Then over here, left the strings here, and we have Tim Holtz tissue there, stitching down the side. This envelope is closed. Inside here, we have a little tuck spot up here with just some cutoffs from other papers that were used. And that has a Believe flash card, handmade flash card. And then we have this beautiful tree showing through here. And then we also have numbers, and the 25th is highlighted with a star. And then over here we have December the 25th and a place for a picture or journaling or whatever you wish. And that is the end of this journal. Something I did not point out is that I do have corner protectors on all 4 corners. I love how this turned out. I hope its recipient enjoys it and loves it and is up to their expectations. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the next video. So if you want to get that next video, hit the subscribe button and the bell for the notifications, and you'll get whenever I do another video. I have done a process video on this. I'm gluing this a little bit right here. Right here is not glued down, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. I did do a process video on how I put this together, how the envelopes go together. It is a hidden hollow back spine. I show you how to do that. I show you how to put the cover on, and I show you how to put the envelopes together. And that's basically what I show you. It's 3 parts. So go take a look. I will leave the information in the description box below. And thank you for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.